What's up, guys? In the works, and today Aftermath came out and I've been playing this scavenger mode pretty much exclusively. This has been what everyone seems to be playing. You know, most of the servers are running this game mode. Most of the populous servers seem to be running scavenger mode. So I was like, alright, let's get down and dirty. Let's figure out what it is that makes this game mode so popular. And I was looking at a lot of tweets on Twitter, and a lot of people seem kind of upset with this mode. They seem really mad at it. They seemed enraged by it, and I personally have a lot of fun when playing this game mode. I find it to be very, very rewarding. I mean, it can be frustrating. The one thing that really drives me nuts about it is that it has the conquest domination spawns, which you guys know I do not like conquest domination. I do not like the spawns in that game mode. But one of the tips I can give you right off the bat, guys, if you want to be successful, take a powerful pistol, take the 1911, take the Rex, take the Magnum. I find that it's just so much better. I mean, okay, in some situations, it's better to have a lot of ammo, you know, an MP443, even an M9 has more ammo than, let's say, a Magnum, a Rex, or even the 9 rounds that you get in the 1911. But it doesn't pack the same amount of punch. I feel like you can do more damage with those. And ooh, get knifed, son. Get knifed. I actually I left that in there because I thought that was funny. I knew that guy was reloading, and I was like, alright, I'll just swipe you to death. No big deal. But yeah, you know, I like the high damage pistols. They just seem to be more successful because when there's a lot of people, it usually means that you're going to die. I mean, let's face it, you'll see points during this video where I have a pistol and there's a lot of people, and I'm able to take down maybe, you know, 3-4 of them out of maybe like 10 with the Magnum, whereas if I had like one of the lower damage pistols, even though I do have more ammo, I'm still maybe only getting like 2 people. So I find the Rex and the Magnum have been working really well. So if you want a beginner's tip, go with those high damage pistols because they're going to be better from getting you from weapon to weapon, and I think they're really good at finishing people off because you don't get a lot of ammo with these weapon pickups. It's pretty scarce. I mean, if you watch when I pick up this PDWR, you only get a 21 round magazine and then you get a backup 21 round magazine, so you're working with a pretty limited supply. So you've got to be smart about the way you move about the maps, and I find the Rex and the Magnum do that really well. And oh my gosh, was that kid right there making me so mad. He kept teabagging my body over and over and over because he was camping that flag. And finally, I got some revenge on him. So that was a little internal battle we had going on throughout this game. You won't see the last of him. He'll pop up again here towards the end of the video. But I'm going on a pretty good streak here. You see I'm going from weapon to weapon. A lot of the pickups you have, the easy pickups, are going to be your PDWs. Like I said, I found the M5K just isn't really very good in this particular game mode, especially on the high ticket count servers, especially on the servers with a lot of people in it, you know, 32, 64, stuff like that. You really need a weapon that's got a little bit more ammo in it to keep you supplied, and I feel like the M5K just burns through those 2 magazines so quickly. And look what we have here, my old favorite, the ACR. So that's something I'll definitely be excited about picking up. But like I said, you only get 2 magazines. So I get the 1 kill with it. I'm down to my last magazine and I have to scavenge a new weapon. But luckily I find a Barrett. So there's plenty of different variety of the weapons in this game. You know, I'm doing some pretty good work here with the sniper. And I felt like I should have aimed a little bit higher there. But it's interesting to me. This particular game mode seems to really push movement. It really seems to take the action that you got from, let's say, the close quarters game mode with Conquest Domination and bring it into maps that maybe aren't so clustered. So I think this does a better job, in my eyes, of making a fast-paced gameplay than, let's say, Conquest Domination on Scrap Metal. Because it just seems to be more open. It seems to be more based on gun skill, rather who can just spray and pray the most in close quarter scenarios. You actually have to use some weapons that you maybe might not be so comfortable with. I mean, I'm picking up a red dot here with a foregrip and a silencer on the MK11 mod, and that is pretty horrible because I've never really thought of the Mark 11 as being a weapon that I would want the foregrip on, because foregrip just hurts your aim accuracy at range. So this is a really odd combination, even for me, even for someone who likes to use weird combinations. I mean, I think a lot of the underused weapon series have really helped me prepare for this particular game mode. I feel like my fingers have been battle hardened, ready to use some of these weapons that aren't as common as you might see out there. So I've really enjoyed this game mode. I know a lot of people seem to be upset with it. There's been a lot of rage. It seems like there's a mixed opinion whether or not people think it's a really good game mode or they just think it's a kind of a cop-out game mode. I don't know. I want to know what you guys think. How are you guys finding this particular game mode? I myself have enjoyed it quite thoroughly. I've been using a variety of pistols. Here you see me using the 1911 Tactical, just to mix things up a little bit, give you guys an idea of, you know, some of the other high damage pistols that are out there to use. You don't have to use a revolver. The 1911 is a pretty good pistol up close. You can usually get a 3-bullet kill with it, unless they're super far away. Then you got to start looking at, you know, your normal 5, 6, 7-bullet kills. But the 1911 is definitely a very viable alternative to the Rex and the Magnum. It's kind of the middle ground between the low damage pistols and the revolver. So, I don't know. I mean, overall, I think this is a really solid game mode. I think it's much more better done in my eyes than, let's say, Close Quarters Conquest Domination. I also think that it's better done than even the Gunmaster game mode that's in Close Quarters. But that being said, there are some frustrating aspects. I mean, if you notice there, all those people were just spawning on top of me, and it was like I could not get a break there. Even though I kept killing people, people kept spawning over and over and over and over. And I find that to be one of the more frustrating aspects of this particular game mode. But Aftermath maps are freaking awesome. I cannot say one negative thing about it. Usually I try to think of a negative thing in every video just to kind of have a compare and contrast, and honestly, these are well done maps. I don't really think we have too much to complain about on these maps. They're the best of both close quarters and long range engagements. I think they're pretty awesome. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this quick look at Scavenger. It's definitely a fun game mode, but take some of the things I talked about in this video into the games and you'll be really successful. But if you missed any of my past videos, now's a chance to catch up, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.